Hi everyone, welcome back. I am Shadow, and today we are using Wo-Chien in Reg-I. This duo of Wo-Chien and Kyogre was used in Reg-G to some pretty good success, but now we are pairing it with Wo-Chien for the Swordfish combo. We've got Murkrow for Tailwind and Thunder Waves, just some good support. Rain danced well, not seen Murkrow in a long time. We got Grimmsnarl for more support, Ditto to copy opponents restricted. We have Wo-Chien not only to go for Survive with Leech Seed, Foul Play, let Pollen Puff to heal up Kyogre to unleash huge water spouts. We're all really excited to use this team. Let's hop right into it. Okay, so there's a opposing Kyogre and Zonzan. So we got Kyogre and the other dog. Off the bat, I like Tailwind here. I think Tailwind's going to be really important. We can match. I think I'm going to actually just lead Murkrow, Wo-Chien, and try and get damage into it, try and outspeed and KO. It's mainly Flutter Mane. Flutter Mane's the problem. So maybe do that. Then I'm going to bring Kyogre and Wo-Chien. I think these are the four here. Could bring... Overall, I think we're pretty safe around that. I think got good switches for everything, so let's go with this. I think it's our best four. I do is like play rough to be a bit hard, but looking at their team, we have good switches for like Surging Strikes. Wo-Chien's not going to be perfect. It's taken super effective damage from a lot of their team, but I overall think it's not. I think it's still good here. We can still like heal up Kyogre and such. Unless I'm completely missing the speed tiers, but we should be good. See what the lead is. Expecting Flutter Mane. Yep, Flutter Mane's on Zenta. Honestly, I'm fine with that. Here, I just want to get speed control up. They are boosters, so we will be able to KO them. Just one hit. Okay, so I could go for Rain. I could Thunder Wave. Thunder Wave actually may be really good. Because then they may not be able to move. Yeah, I'm gonna go for this Thunder, because if they don't end up moving, this ends up being a lot better. And we still slow them down a lot. We actually just outspeed. That's perfect. That is a perfect turn one. And now we get Preserve Tailwind for next turn. Now, we should live whatever Zonzenta goes for. High Press. Do you want to be a crazy idea? If we Screech so their defense lowers. Honestly, I don't know if we need Tailwind. Well, actually, okay. Team Power comes in, we're going to want Tailwind. So here, I'm just going to Tailwind. And Protect. Here's a crazy play we could go for. If we Screech to the Zonzenta and just nerf their damage with Body Press, that could be crazy. I think just getting Tailwind up here is the correct play. We're going to protect Team Pow. Probably think we're going to target into it, but that's perfect. We get Speed Control up on our side. They go for the Body Press. So that's... Honestly, if we had an attack move, I'd probably target down Team Pow here. But I'm going to Screech here and Venomous Blade. Oh, they just forfeit. Wow. We just completely got the outplay there in the first turn. Murkrow showing its value. Being able to get the speed as Thunder Wave and then just getting the Protect. That just was the end. That was a quick game one. Shows the power of Murkrow, maybe? Maybe it's time to put Murkrow back in the builder. That was... Honestly, I really wish we got to see how much Screech was able to reduce that Body Press, because if we live that, it's huge. Overall, I felt really good being able to go for Thunder Wave as well as Tailwind was really nice. But we didn't get to see everything. Let's end game number 2. Okay, so pretty good balance. Cali Shadow, Zamazenta. Honestly, I want to lead Murkrow again. I'm gonna try and deal with Zamazenta. I could go for just bulk here. That is an option. Wo-Chien's gonna be good into their like Calyrex. I think I'm still gonna lead. I'm gonna gonna bring the same four. I really like that lead, and I think this leads. Zacian's a bit harder into this team. Grimmsnarl could be good. What's Grimmsnarl? Does Grimmsnarl have Thunder Wave? No. Okay, it's Fake Out. That could be good too. Actually, if I lead this, then we get screens as well. Yeah, I may go with this instead. I like this. We'll be a bit slower than them. Nah, no, I think going with the same lead's the best here. Try to remove Raging Bolt, just trying to remove the threats. I want to be able to outspeed them. That's why I'm bringing Murkrow here instead. I could be bulkier and just underslow them, but I think I don't. Their team's mainly going to be faster, so I think I want to be faster than them. So that's my reasoning. I don't want to be like taking Thunderbolts when I can be messing with Thunderclaps. So I think this is definitely better. Here, we'll see. It's going to be these two. These two I'd love to get damage on right away. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to actually Screech Zamazenta and just attack this Raging Bolt. I'm just going to go for Play Rough. This Screech is going to be so funny when it lands. Because right away it doesn't seem like it's doing the most, but as soon as the Screech lands, it's just neutralizing everything Zamazenta wants to. I'm not surprised they're going to Terra here. It's going to be Electric. I'm fine with that. See what they target down. I can always Terra Ground if I need to. I'm going to get Screech off. This is hilarious. See what that does for us. Outspeed. Do about half. That's about what we want. Fly Press. We take it really well. Go for Electro Web. Okay. Don't love it, but see. Do take it with Bolt. That's really crucial. Now what I can do here is Tailwind and Play Rough again for the KO. Yep. They did. Okay, I probably should have Terra Ground in all reality, but I really want to go for it. We'll get Tailwind up, be outspeeding. High Press comes out again. We will go down, but I think that's fine. And now it's gonna slow down a lot. I'm gonna Terra. Thing is, they are not gonna be really fast right now. So what I can do here, I'm just gonna Terra, and then I can play around that. So right away, I have a feeling they could switch out Zamazenta. So I'm just gonna Water Spout and Leech Seed. They could Wide Guard, but their defense drops, they aren't really doing much damage. I'm just gonna Terra Grass to take the electric attacks. They keep going for Electro Web. We're also faster at this point. They go for Wide Guard. I'm not surprised by that, but I think I'm really fine. Use Thunderclap. We'll take it really well. Oh, that was a crit as well. Okay. Solid. And now we start Leech Seed Chip. Sure, Water Spout's going to be blocked, but I am fine with that. And I can just play it slower here. In fact, I may just Water Spout again. So I'm not taking any damage. Then next turn I could say Pollen Puff up. Back up to full health, and then we just continue to stay really healthy here. There's not much they can do. If they keep just going for Wide Guard, we'll eventually chip them down. So really, I'm fine if they just want to stay in wide guard. Their defense is lower. They're not really doing damage. The Leech Seed. Water Spout, again, just not doing much. But again, I feel like if they never... It's forcing them to wide guard. And if they ever don't wide guard, I'm just going to pick up a free double. There's Electro Web. Sure, it's going to be a speed drop, but I don't really mind that. I'm playing for more bulk here anyway. And we're just going to recover anything. We also don't get the speed drop on Kyogre because of the Covert Cloak. Wo-Chien's just going to be surviving everything as well. Double Leech Seed. I made double Zamazenta here. Actually, Zamazenta's not really doing anything. I just think I want to KO Raging Bolt this turn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Ice Beam and Pollen Puff Kyogre. I got wide guard, perfectly fine with that. Should get the KO. No, it does not. Okay, I was expecting to get that KO, but that's probably, it's definitely a Soul Fest. I'm gonna drop the Draco, but now they're just completely, none of their mons are doing damage. And this next turn we can just use, I don't think they go down to Leech Seed here. So here we can just attack. Actually, did they go down? Oh, they did. Okay, that's not what I want to see actually there. I would have much preferred to not have that go down if it Dracos. And Tailwind is gone. I do want to heal up Kyogre. Boreos. Okay, it's going to be Tornadus. I am perfectly fine with that. Here, I'm just going to Thunder and Pollen Puff Kyogre back up to full health. Venomoth Bash, we should take. Yep. We should take Bleak. Oh, no. Okay, we don't. Okay, yeah, that's going to be GG's. Unfortunate. I think that I should have Terra Ground earlier. Maybe I should have Terra Ground. It wasn't great. We do still have Leech Seed. We could try and play this one out. Because if we do KO Tornadus is really the only thing that can do too much damage. I'd be surprised to see them switch. Gonna Leech Seed here so I can get maximum recovery. Live Press we should take. That did more than I expected, and that should clean this up. Yeah, it's gonna be GG's. Speed drop definitely hurt. Wo-Chien being a bit slower is definitely a bit annoying, but it was a close game. I think I just got a bit out of it. I think I lost the early game too much. Got too far behind. And then Leech Seed just KOing Raging Bolt's a bit unfortunate there, so they could get Tornadus in. But it was pretty close. I think if I Terra Ground, I think we were in a lot better position, but overall. GG's, let's head to final game 3. Okay, I actually know this team. I know exactly what this team does. This is Leech Seed Cali Ice, Choice Band Tinglu, and Toxic Spikes and Whirlwind Ho-Oh with Life Dew. So I know exactly what this team wants to do. And I want to Water Spout. This is one where I just want to be aggressive. I'm going to go really fast. I'm actually going to bring... I'm going to bring these two, Grimmsnarl, Ditto to copy like Calyrex Boost, and Grimmsnarl just for screens. I know exactly what this... Funny story, I actually almost used this team for this video. But this is... I know exactly what this team is. That's hilarious. I think it's the bottom two are standard, Rillaboom, Overpon are standard, Calyrex is Leech Seed set, then it's Choice Band, Tinglu, like, really interesting, it's Overkill Toxic, okay, so it's going to be Toxic Spikes Leech Seed here. So here, I'm just going to attack this Overquill and Water Spout. I'm just going to go straight for damage, I do not care. It's just full damage here. I don't want them to get Toxic Spikes up. I don't have a way to get rid of them unless I say copy. Teammate's a bit annoying. We do lose our boost, but I can just go Water Spout, Venomoth Blade, get exactly what I want. As long as I remove really Overquill, I think I'm fine. Even if I don't, they don't have a great switch in for these two. Really, the only one's Ogerpon. Probably gonna be Ogerpon, but even then, I'm still gonna get good damage into it. Venomoth Blade. They could go for the. Probably gonna be. I think it's just Leech. I think it's Leech Seed and Trick Room. It's really Terra Water, and this is definitely a play for them to do. I just felt that I made a really safe play. I definitely could have read this and played accordingly. But I think I worried a bit too much about Toxic Spikes. Yeah, Ogerpon's coming at perfect time, but we'll get some damage onto Calyrex. Do a bit. Probably gonna be a Trick Room. No, it's just gonna be Leech Seed. I'm fine with that. I can just Thunder. They actually do have Follow Me here, so I do have to think about that. I may just switch so they don't get too much healing. It is lefties. I wish I had Intimidate here. I'm going to switch in Grimmsnarl so I have Fake Out as well. And then just play Rough Ogerpon. I want to remove Ogerpon. And I think they're going to follow me here anyway. Because next turn I can then Fake Out and just get more attack or switch in. They're going to withdraw Ogerpon. I'm fine with that. See what they bring in. Could be Tinglu here. If it's Tinglu, that's great. It's going to be Overquill. Really good switching from them. They're making all the correct switches, which they're playing this team really well. Switch, because now this player off's not doing anything. I can only Terra Ground here. I don't have to worry about a high horsepower. They're going to Leech Seed. I'm going to switch out this next time. They're probably going to get Toxic Spikes up. I don't know if switching in Ditto actually removes the Toxic Spikes. I may just Fake Out Overquill and switch in Kyogre. But this Kyogre's going to be really hard to remove. But here, I'm just going to Fake Out, and switching in Ditto may not be a bad idea here. Because now I can just go for Glacial Lances. In fact, I'm just going to do that right now. Because at this point, there's no point keeping Zacian at -1. We aren't going to get the boost again, but we weren't going to have it anyway. We'll copy Calyrex, put us in a pretty good position. I don't want them to Toxic Spikes up, because I don't want them chipping me down even more. So, get the Fake Out. Don't want to let them get those up. They are fast. They will Leech Seed. I think I may just Reflect. I don't really have any other option. Unfortunately, I think I just have to let him get Spikes up. Black Sludge is really good for them too. This is a really bulky team. So I'm just going to get the Reflect up. And click Glacial Lance here. Only having 5 every move is really difficult to play around. We'll see. There's the Toxic Spikes. Those are going to stay up. I mean, I have... Zacian is going to be immune. That's probably the best thing to come out of it. We do pretty good damage, actually, into Overquill there. And they will Leech Seed. I'm probably just going to keep spamming away at these. I'm just going to keep spamming these Glacial Lance. I'm going to try and get a KO here. And then I'm just going to... I don't think I'm going to switch here. Yeah, I may just Spirit Break. No, actually, I'm going to switch out Grimmsnarl so they don't get any more Leech Seed healing from it. Force them to your Glacial or Trick Room. This is going to be really hard to break through. We'll see how much... They're not going to do too much, but their Glacial Lances are doing more than mine. I'm going to switch in Zacian. I can't get poisoned. And just going to go for another Glacial Lance. And the hope is they don't switch out Overquill here so they don't get too much out of it. And I just get a boost. That's the hope. The U of Protect, that also makes sense. The little Leech Seed, good play by them, but I think I'm fine. I'm just going to attack this next turn. Leech Seed's not going to... Sure, it's going to make him really hard to break through, but I think just getting a KO onto Overquill is going to be really nice. That didn't do anything. I could Leech Seed. That's an option. But I'm just going to Glacial Lance again. Should pick up the Overquill. And I'm just going to attack this Calyrex as well, try and get some damage onto it. And hopefully be able to out-damage the Leech Seed. That's just the main problem. This Leech Seed is doing so much for them. It's getting... I can't get too much damage onto this Calyrex without just healing up. And meanwhile, it's chipping me down as well. I'm just going to play rough. I can't really Terra here. I mean, I'm just going to go for Narc Glacial. They're going to switch. Not surprised. See what it is. Could be Ho-Oh. They're going to go for Whirlwinds. That makes sense. Get the play rough. Let's see how much it does. They're faster, so we're speed tying. That did nothing. That's perfect. And we'll chip right back. I may switch Ditto, because it's not doing too much. I'd rather save it here. And we need to get rid of one of these Leech Seeds. They also have Life Dew on this Ho-Oh, which is going to be so hard to break through. I need to be able to remove that as well. So I almost need to bring in Kyogre. I need to copy their... Really, I need to copy the Overquill so I can absorb the spikes, if that's how it works. If when I switch and Ditto, it copies and it turns an Overquill, if that gets rid of the spikes, that'd be great. Again, it's just a really hardcore to break through. It's really strong as well. I really like this team. But that's going to be Poison, and now Poison Leech Seed's going to be doing a lot of work on their side. Play rough, not going to do too much without the boost. There's the Life Dew, just healing all that back up. Removing all that progress. I could switch in Ditto into Ho-Oh and we get our own Life Dew. That's an option. In fact, I may just go for that. I'd like that. Because I'm not getting any value right now, so I may just play to outlive them here. Ho-Oh gives me Sacred Fire, I can burn. That's definitely something I want. So here, I'm just going to fake out Ho-Oh and switch in. There's back at full, that's crazy. So I'm just going to fake out Ho-Oh, switch in Ditto. I don't think that should poison us. I'll get this up. I don't know how much longer Grimmsnarl will stick around. I'm hoping to get Grimmsnarl KO'd from like this Toxic and such, and then I can get a switch on Kyogre would be the hope. See, does the activate happen before poison? No, it does not. Okay, that means the Oracle wouldn't have worked anyway, so I think it's a good way to burn it. We'll get our copy the restricted. We have Life Dew now. They're gonna withdraw Calyrex. Okay. What comes in? Probably Ogerpon? Nope, Overquill. Okay. They're gonna get an Intimidate. That's really annoying. But get Fake Out. We get Fake Out into right target. Their Rocky Helmet as well. I forgot about that. That's just even more chip. This team really chips you down. This is a hard one. Thing is, I can't switch in Kyogre because then they'll just get the boost. So I think I've got to switch in Zacian and go for a Life Dew. The thing is, they can just Life Dew right back. They can Whirlwind, spread more Toxic around. It's gonna be really hard to win this one, I think. If Ho goes down here, I don't think there's any chance. Well, Ditto. So I think they got us in a pretty tough spots to get out. They definitely know how to play this team. They've played it really well. I respect this one a lot. They're just gonna switch out Ho-Oh. I'm actually really fine with that. We'll see what comes in. It's gonna be the Calyrex. I'm gonna try and burn that next turn. I'm gonna be spamming Sacred Fire into that, hoping to not let it get anything. But that's probably best if we live. The Bar Barrage, I think is what it is from this Overquill. I think we're in not a horrible position. Oh, they just protect. Never mind. We made the correct play. We haven't Terra'd yet. Thing is, I don't want to Terra Zacian here. I like the typing we have. Didn't heal as much as I thought, but heals enough. I want to remove Overquill, but I don't think there's really any option to for me. So here, going to Sacred Fire, try and get some damage, and then just Venomoth Blade the Overquill. They could just switch too. Yeah, good switch. Really good switch. Probably gonna be Ho-Oh. Yeah, good play. They're gonna Leech Seed probably here as well. Regenerator as well. That's just so hard. Rock Helmet Chip. Look at Sacred Fire. We need a burn here. We aren't gonna get it. Did you miss Leech Seed? Slight bonus. I don't think it's gonna be the biggest. We just need this burn really badly. Here, I may actually just switch in Kyogre to get Water Spouts. I could switch in Grimmsnarl to get a free switch, but I'm going to make this hard switch instead because I think they're going to Leech Seed. Organic Poison's been annoying, but I think it's fine. Step Rain will reduce their Sacred Fire damage. You go first. Burn. Huge. We did reduce our own, but really I only do it for the burn. They're going to Life Dew anyway, so it wasn't going to do any more damage than it was. See what they go for. Probably I wouldn't be surprised to see a Leech Seed. It's going to be in Ho, so I'd say that's a fine turn. Probably going to switch out now. I don't really have any reason not to. I could Whirlwind out their Calyrex. Try and get rid of its Leech Seeds. That's a lot. If we stay in, we may just go down. I think I got a Whirlwind here. Or actually, I may just Life Dew. Gonna Life Dew, try and get some recovery so this Water Spout does more damage. That's the play. They're just gonna switch an Orpon out. That was pretty obvious as well. Well, not Orpon. They're gonna switch an Orpon. Yeah. This team is really. This has been hard to break through. I don't think I really have any other option besides going for Water Spout there. I could Thunder. We got Life Dew off to survive a bit longer. And we'll get Leech Seed as well. I'm gonna Thunder. And then just Life Dew again, I think. We need to get some damage on this Calyrex that will stick. I think they have Leech Seed into Ho as well. I think. Yep, so it's not doing any damage. I can continue to spam away Leech. I think I need to keep just going for Life Dews. That Toxic's doing so much. Yeah, I don't think I have any other option besides just Life Dew here, and I think I'm gonna Thunder the Calyrex. You don't really have a switch in for that. I think early game I need to focus Calyrex a lot more than I focus the Overquill. I think that was the mistake I made. I think that turn one where I targeted the Overquill instead of the Calyrex, I think that was the mistake that really doomed me. If they're gonna go for Ivy Cudgel, I mean, we'll live. We'll get Thunder off. We'll see how much this does. Good damage. I'll take that. That is what we needed. Thing is, if the Glacial Lance does more than 26 damage... Oh, they actually took it for Leech Seed. Expecting a switch, I guess. They haven't used Glacial Lance yet. I'm just gonna Thunder that slot again and go for another. I'm actually gonna Sacred Fire the Ogerpon, try to remove to get a burn on it as well. This Kyogre is just not taking any damage at all. I feel like I'm stuck in a spot where I have to keep life doing, or else I'll die. But I can't. Kyogre's not doing enough offensively for me to win here. I feel like I'll get at a point where I just gotta life do more. I don't think I have any other option. Life do Thunder. I think they also have Protect though. So just Protect, that's even harder, yeah. Honestly, I don't think I have too much of a shot into this one. Ivy Cudgel, yeah, that probably is gonna just do it. I don't think there's any sequence of events that leads to me winning. Unless I just can't remove Ho-Oh either. I don't think I have the health for it. I do have Thunder. Okay, maybe there's a small shot. Nah, I don't think. Kyogre goes down next turn, and I have to Thunder. This turn, there's gonna Ivy Cudgel, Kyogre, Leech Seed, Zacian. Yeah, I don't think there's any. I could have brought in Grimmsnarl actually instead and just faked out Ogerpon, but even then, I'm gonna die to poison. Kyogre's gonna die to poison. I don't think I have any outs, so I'm just gonna forfeit here. I could play it out, but yeah, I just want to see if I can KO this Calyrex here. Just gonna see how much this does. Ogerpon's just gonna outspeed though, and that should do it. Okay, withdraw Calyrex. Okay. 3 minutes till balance. It's gonna go. If it goes to timer, they're gonna win. That doesn't change anything. These Intimidates are horrible. We'll see if we KO with Play Rough and Thunder would KO, but I don't think we're gonna get a shot too. Yeah. It's definitely gonna be GG's. I don't have any way to deal damage to this Ogerpon really either. Rain's gone, but actually, if I fake out, I still don't have damage into Calyrex. I guess I can't hit O. I may still play it out. You have to KO Ogerpon here. But I think they just Protect, switch out. Yeah. I'm just gonna forfeit here. My thoughts on the team. It was fun. I definitely think this was a hard matchup. I definitely think that Wo-Chien Kyogre is a really strong duo. I just don't think this is a bit hard to bring it into because Calyrex and O both can't destroy it. But overall, I think it was a pretty good team. I definitely think this one's better when you get more experience with knowing when to position. I've not played the archetype of Ogerpon, of Kyogre Wo-Chien, so I definitely think there's some inexperience on my part in the archetype, but I do think we saw the power, especially game 1, of what it can do when it does. Like, I love Screech Murkrow, being able to slow down Zamazenta. I think this team is really good, and I think I could see Kyogre or Wo-Chien seeing results, so I actually want to see what Wo-Chien can do. But overall, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.